we did hear and we did get to see parts of the transcript, because TikTok has more recently decided to go through, or has gone through, the start of the discovery process for their legal fight against the US ban. Now, unfortunately, there wasn't really much we found out from said transcript, because the national security officers and the services, you know, your CIAs, your FBIs, etc., they have basically retracted a good chunk of this transcript, right? So, and they have claimed it's due to national security, right? Now, again, my personal view, I think it's again another difficult balance, but I think for me, if you're going to have and go after TikTok, or go after this alleged organization that, you know, selling US data and is creating this issue, potentially selling, and is legally mandated under Chinese law to give any information that could help, you know, push the Chinese party forward, the ability to do so, kind of, you know, if that's what you're saying and that's the US's argument, you should have an open, transparent conversation to say, well, what your concerns about. Now, the counter argument is going to be, well, you're playing into China's hands or Russia's hands, or etc., because as quote-unquote enemies of that ideology. The issue, though, and this is why I think, and why my research that I've done on this topic as well has shown, that we talked about in last week's episode, where we talked about the percentages of people who are for the ban now. That's starting to wane, and I think it's mostly because people are looking for, okay, well, where's this evidence? Where's the evidence? Because TikTok is saying, we haven't shared any data, we don't hold this data, and because of Project Texas, they're going to be deleting any data and holding it in a firewall so it doesn't go to China, right? But the national security officers and the national security services in America are saying, no, this is what you're doing, but they're not being forthcoming with the legal reasoning about why, and not showcasing and not showing the public of America and the UK and the world that this is what was discussed, this is what was briefed, this is the information, this is the data, this is the evidence that we have access to showcase what, how, when and why we're worried about TikTok specifically, right? And that's why we think things are waving. But as I say, if any other updates do happen related to the TikTok ban, I'll be sure to bring it straight to the show.